Ora lo so cosa devo fare io, farò al massimo per ribaltare la squadra.
Picture this. Secretive country, so isolated it makes your teenage years look positively cosmopolitan. That's North Korea for you folks, and smack dab in the middle of this enigma, wrapped in a riddle, wrapped in a really unfashionable jumpsuit, emerges our hero, Han Kwang-Song. Now, North Korea isn't exactly known for being a football powerhouse. Let's face it, when you think of North Korea, sports superstar isn't the first thing that pops into your mind. Born in 1998, Han grew up in a country where sports aren't just games, they're a matter of national pride. But while North Korea is known for its Olympic weightlifters and gymnasts, football, not so much. Yet against all odds, Han's star began to rise. In 2015, at the tender age of 16, Han left North Korea to join the ISM Academy in Italy. Now, leaving North Korea was a big deal. Han's talent quickly caught the eye of scouts, and before you could say cultural shock, he was signed by Cagliari, a club in Italy's Serie B. But Han wasn't content with second-tier football. Oh no, this kid had his sights set higher than Kim Jong-un's platform shoes. In 2017, Han did something so unexpected it's like finding out your cat can speak French. He became the first North Korean to play in Serie A, Italy's top football league. Imagine the culture shock. One day you're in Pyongyang, where the height of entertainment is watching military parades, and the next, you're in Italy, where dinner lasts longer than most North Korean government-approved movies. Han's debut wasn't just a big deal. It was probably the greatest thing to happen to anyone from North Korea outside North Korea, even if they don't want to admit it. Suddenly, the football world had its eyes on a player from a country most people couldn't find on a map if their lives depended on it. Han quickly became more than just a footballer. He was a walking, talking billboard for North Korean talent. It was as if he was saying, "Hey world, we're not just about nuclear tests and bad haircuts, we can kick a ball too." Fans watched his every move with a mix of curiosity and awe. It was like seeing a panda do parkour. Fascinating, slightly unbelievable, and you're pretty sure it's not something you see every day. Han wasn't just playing football, he was smashing stereotypes with every kick of the ball. For a brief moment, Han showed the world a different side of North Korea. Not the North Korea of stern-faced generals and missile tests, but a North Korea with dreams, talent, and a mean left foot. It was enough to make even the most hardened cynic wonder if sports could be the key to unlocking the Hermit Kingdom. Just when you thought Han's story couldn't get any more surreal, boom, he signs with Juventus. That's right, Juventus, the giants of Serie A. This was the football equivalent of your garage band suddenly being invited to headline Coachella. It was a pinch me I'm dreaming moment. Except if Han pinched himself, he'd probably have to file a report about it back home. But here's where our tale takes a turn faster than a North Korean news broadcast. Despite landing a spot on one of the world's top teams, Han's time at Juventus was about as successful as a vegetarian at a barbecue competition. He struggled to get playing time, leading many to wonder, was this a case of too much, too soon? Or was Han just really homesick for state-approved entertainment? Playing for a club like Juventus isn't just about skill, it's about adapting to a new culture, dealing with immense pressure, and competing against some of the best players in the world. For Han, it must have been like trying to learn to swim by being thrown into the deep end of the ocean, during a storm with sharks. The pressure on Han wasn't just about football. He was carrying the hopes and dreams of an entire nation on his shoulders. That's a burden heavier than a sumo wrestler after an all-you-can-eat buffet. Every time he stepped onto the pitch, he wasn't just Han Kwang-Song, footballer. He was Han Kwang-Song, unofficial ambassador of North Korea. Now, let's not forget that Han wasn't just any footballer. He was a North Korean footballer. And when you're from North Korea, even buying a cup of coffee can have political implications. So imagine the complications of playing for one of the biggest clubs in the world. And then came the shocking part. Just as the footballing world was getting used to seeing a North Korean footballer, he disappeared from the football scene quicker than free speech at a Pyongyang press conference. The football world was left scratching its head. Where did he go? Was it politics? Personal issues? Did he take a wrong turn on his way to practice and end up back in North Korea? The theories were wild and plentiful. Number 1, he was recalled to North Korea to teach the supreme leader how to bend it like Beckham. Number 2, he decided to pursue his true passion, becoming a pizza chef in Naples. Number 3, he's secretly assembling a North Korean super team to dominate the 2026 World Cup. Number 4, he's on a classified mission to bring Serie A quality football to every nation on earth. The truth? Well, your guess is as good as ours, and probably better than most of the wildest speculations floating around. As of now, Han's whereabouts are more mysterious than the ingredient list on a hot dog package. The last anyone heard, he was playing in Qatar, but then poof, gone again. Is he still playing football somewhere, in a witness protection program for wayward North Korean athletes? Was he called back to Pyongyang to explain the offside rule to government officials? Or is he living the best life on a beach somewhere, sipping cocktails and laughing at all our theories? We may never know, but that's the beauty of it, isn't it? In an age where we know what our favorite celebrities had for breakfast, thanks to Instagram, Han's story is a refreshing mystery. Han's journey is more than just a story about a footballer who went MIA. It's a reminder that sometimes life's game plan is about as predictable as a cat on caffeine. It also raises some interesting questions. Can sports bring nations together? Or will politics always be that party pooper who ruins the game? And is it fair to put so much pressure on young athletes? It's hard enough being a 20-something without carrying the hopes and dreams of an entire nation on your shoulders. While we may not know how Han's story ends, there's still a lot we can learn from it. Number 1, talent can come from the most unexpected places. Today, North Korea, tomorrow, you never know. Number 2, success in sports is like making the perfect souffle. It takes more than just good ingredients. You need the right conditions, timing, and a bit of luck. Number 3, sometimes the most interesting sports stories happen off the field. Let's face it, Han's disappearing act is way more intriguing than most 0-0 draws. Han Kwang-Song's story is like that Netflix series that got cancelled right when it was getting good. It started with all the promise of a Hollywood blockbuster but ended up more like an art house film. Confusing, abrupt, and leaving audiences wondering what the heck just happened. Will Han ever resurface to give us a sequel, or will his story remain football's greatest cliffhanger? Only time will tell. But one thing's for sure, Han Kwang-Song's brief but impactful career won't be forgotten anytime soon. After all, how often does any other footballer become the talk of the football world other than Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo? The tale of Han Kwang-Song is a reminder that sometimes truth is stranger than fiction, and that real life doesn't always give us satisfying endings. It's a story that's part sports drama, part political thriller, and part Where's Waldo? If Waldo was a North Korean football prodigy. As fans, we can only hope that wherever Han is now, he's happy, healthy, and still able to bend a football like a Beckham Ronaldo love child. And who knows, maybe someday we'll get the next chapter of his remarkable story. Until then, we'll always have the memories and the memes. So here's to you, Han Kwang-Song. Wherever you may be, you may have disappeared from the pitch, but you've dribbled your way into football legend. And isn't that what every kid kicking a ball around dreams of? Even if that kid is from a country where dreams are probably state approved.